This is just, again, this is my opinion. If I was a black person and I lived in a very impoverished area with majority other people that were part of minority groups, and the city has collectively decided to not police my area, not stop the gang violence in my area, you know, like not stop the drive-bys in my area, I would probably hate white people too. I would. And especially because a lot of these people, the odds are your parents are, and so like, and the thing is that, right, exactly, you probably know, like, I know, like, from my dad saw this shit happen because he was
The right heroes can make all the difference.
Be wary.
And so, like,
No
he saw this shit
timeline
himself.
exists where
Like, so
Magneto
you have
yields.
a direct conversation with a person who is a victim of legitimate, you know, police brutality and bad behavior, right? And so, like, not an excuse, but it kind of is, though, right? Because when you live in a culture that a bunch of people at a committee have decided isn't worth policing because they think that you like this violence, or it's like somehow
Round
bad
one,
to do that.
I will never allow Krakoa to suffer the
Don't they
same
take
fate as
accountability?
Kenosha.
It's a culture problem in their community? No, they cannot take accountability.
They'll be
and
coming
go
in 30
to the
seconds.
gang.
Stay
That's
strong.
not how it works. That's not how it
No
works at
one
all.
escapes hell.
Chatter was correct. It was yeah, I'm explaining why this happened. If you can't understand why a person feels the way that they feel, you can never change the way that they feel because you can't figure out
The battle
why it's
starts in
happening.
5,
It's like if you try
4,
to fix a computer
3,
problem. If you
2,
can't figure out why the computer
1.
problem's happening, you can never fix it.
You have to
right?
stop them from securing the mission
You
area.
have to figure out what the problem is and
All
why
the
it's happening.
realms
And
would lie easily
I think the
within
moment that you
Niflheim's
give these people
borders.
the ability
It seems we have company.
in a place where they can respect the rules of law and enforce, you're welcome.
Much better.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me.
Insignificant gnats. May your bright lady carry you home.
Get in there.
Don't mind me. That's the ones. They'll never be wrong with society.
Come on, Loki. I'm not falling for that.
Floppy, floppy. Why does that happen?
There are more of them than expected.
Why happen? You have
Focus on the objective.
weapons in order to protect other serial domestic abusers and psychopaths. This is the reason why you have
My
racism.
power cannot be quelled.
Go back to the days that Rush Hour came out in the movie theaters and everybody was looking forward to seeing it. Go back to the days that Will Smith
You are under my protection.
You offer protection.
I
You
feel
need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
wanted a dad or a no. Absolutely. And then that actor,
Come on, better stop that vehicle.
and yeah, we always had this a little bit. We've always
Stop them.
I mean, it's not like some people have a monopoly. Like, again, everybody always I don't think it's productive.
Let's cook some more. They're ahead of us.
rebirth
Yeah, there's nothing
is a
wrong with
mutant's
that.
greatest gift.
Exactly.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
I feel like myself again.
Do you think the bail system is fair?
Armed and dangerous!
Not. I think some instances of it are.
Again!
I appreciate you.
I shall not be removed so easily.
I don't think he's gonna get bail. but a person who is, you know, committing a crime that's like not.
Better stop that
Like
vehicle!
basically, it should be determined whether this person's like a threat to society. That's the.
I'll patch you up.
It's now or never! Stop now!
Is welcome.
I'll skip the world! Don't give them another inch! Or else!
I'll patch you up.
This goes beyond any of these or any of them.
I feel like myself again.
Johnny's not. See what I'm saying? Because this momentum,
You stop them in their tracks!
that's like.
This is real firepower!
Insignificant mass.
You're welcome.
Armed and dangerous! Against the world!
So like, I'm just speaking out of my layman's understanding of the definitional like, vocabulary and what it means. But I know that like the legal terminology.
Ah, here they are now. I feel like
You
myself.
stop them in their tracks!
To like go and like have a big argument.
You are under my protection.
A shield.
Insignificant mass. Armed and dangerous! Assemble!
Someone scratch my back. This is real firepower! I'll patch you up.
Much better.
Shields up!
You're welcome.
How it's reading this, right? Do you think it should be something of a racial thing? I feel like the dude stabbed the guy.
I'll patch you up.
You stop them in their tracks!
Here, Papa.
Your attacks are futile.
I stabbed him because
Don't mind me.
Am I invisible? Take a look behind.
You're welcome.
I've armed and dangerous!
Enjoy the amplifier.
Again!
Only 60 seconds left!
Don't let them through.
Your powers are mine!
it's because they're assholes.
Some uninvited guests. Disappear!
Better stop that vehicle!
So easily.
Rest, what I've said from my
Down to 30 seconds!
This is real firepower!
The current score is 0 to
That's the point that I'm
3.
making, and that's
Time
why I
to
think this
switch
is so
things up,
insidious.
including which side you're on.
Did you see kind of like that's Like, you see how
Be
all this
wary.
fits together.
No timeline exists where Magneto yields.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Anyway, I'll read a few more of these, and then we'll move on. The crime itself is probably not racist, but the fallout is. Exactly. I think you're completely right about that. And they're the victims. My guy, someone died. I'm not talking about that. That's not even what's being discussed. Keep up.
Round 2, go!
Us. We can no longer hide from the
Simplify the
dangers
law,
that
you
lie
would
beyond
ignore
our
being
shores.
arrested. Yeah. Ignoring doing something bad when it's beneficial for you is worse for society than doing something bad that's harmful because it's
30
self-encouraging.
seconds
Yeah,
before
I
you
think so
attack.
too,
Get
absolutely.
ready.
And there should just be
This is a
facts that kill
nice
the person. It
spot.
has nothing to do with skin color.
You
I
look
think
at
so.
me as if you know me.
And
In my timeline, you are one of the greatest warriors our nation has ever known.
And I imagine
I
it'd
have
be
been
harder for
seeking
someone who's
others
Black
like
American
me.
to understand what you
And
mean.
once we are done here, I will gladly
again,
take you
I-
to them, my dear.
I try to be
Krakoa
understanding.
would be
I try to
delighted.
listen to
The
what
battle
other people's
starts in
perspectives
5,
are, and I try
4,
to see, I
3,
try to see things from
2,
their point of view,
1.
and I try to look at the bigger
All you need to
picture.
do is capture the
Like,
mission area.
honestly,
Got it?
You know, nobody always gets it
I
right.
am a long way from the
But
forest.
I think in a lot of cases, I
You're welcome.
Ah, much better.
so
He has arrived.
Enemy located.
Invisible?
the problem. More people
Farewell. They are many. We will.
I think we should rise.
Mutants
I think that most
always
black
rise
men probably think
again.
that. Of course. I mean, again, like, there's just a small subset of people that have been radicalized by the internet. Yeah, no, of course. Like, duh.
What a curious place.
Do you think the judge should lose their job? Do I think the judge should lose their job?
I've been waiting to give
Get ready.
If you want my
Here come the
personal
bad guys.
opinion, absolutely.
Help. So cold.
I think that there is no logical reason that you could lower the bail from a person who is a convicted or is like a murderer. And like again,
You
this
shall
isn't
not
like
be
an
harmed.
accidental.
A shield.
You know, you got in a fight with somebody, and you know, like you hit them the wrong way and they fell down.
Insignificant gnats. Ah, much better.
Lowering
You need not fear.
he's ultimately stable and a threat to society. So, did the judge's actions put the public in danger? I would argue the answer to that is unequivocally yes. And if you have a judge who is
I'm opening a portal.
Us against the world.
then she should be disbarred. Absolutely. Because that's the exact opposite of what her job is.
Final judgment
It's
is
not even
ready.
quite right.
The more the merrier.
A shortcut through space. I am strengthened for battle. I purge the darkness. Armed and dangerous. Again. One couldn't win without the other. Again. Again.
Yeah.
The Sorcerer Supreme lives once more.
Render me assistance. Team player, get in there.
Yeah.
Down to 30 seconds.
Final judgment is ready. We must make this territory ours. Seriously, time is not on our side here.
I'm doing it my way. Good medicine.
The final 10 seconds.
Castle went down fighting.
Hell unleashed!
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Your powers are mine!
By the eye of Agamotto! Dark magic! Good medicine.
Something seems fishy here.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Out, dark magic!
Some uninvited guests.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
This is real firepower! Armed and dangerous!
Loki called.
Again! Again! Hey, Teeny! Enjoy the amplifier! I'll patch you up. I'm doing this my way!
What is this code? You belong to me!
Out, dark magic!
You guys are about to shoot at us. I still want you.
Only 60 seconds left.
I'll patch you up.
By the eye of Agamotto!
This is real firepower!
Almost there. Don't turn back now. 30 seconds.
Assemble! Hey, Teeny! Enjoy the amplifier!
You belong to me!
The final 10 seconds.
You belong to me!
Our enemies are near. I am strengthened for
We'll
battle.
have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Armed and dangerous!
The vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
I still want you. Radiant assistance. I'm doing this my way. Your powers are mine!
Loki gone? Surely he'll be back.
T'Challa wants to stay.
Hell unleashed!
Only 60 seconds left.
Good medicine.
Escort this conveyance where it must go. Someone scratch my back! Get in there! Shoot at us!
Down to 30 seconds.
This is real firepower!
This sacred Wakandan statue. I am strengthened for battle.
fine, don't mind me.
By the eye of Agamotto! I am strengthened.
The current score is 3-2-3.
But you were pushing it, so I'm going on a little longer yet. So, I will, see you
Open your eyes. Reality is but an illusion.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Sounds good. All right, I'll talk to you later. All right. Yo, bye. So, anyway, yeah, that's what it was. And no, I mean, like, I to be honest, I know the uncensored version of some of these stories. I was on.
Round
Time
3, go!
entanglement is a vexing problem,
So-
even for the
Yeah,
sorcerer
so
supreme.
that's what it was. But and he got a bunch more of those as well. No, it was. And anyway, so and yeah.
30 seconds before you
Yeah, I
attack.
guess so, right?
Get ready.
And more of the cook bottle stuff. Yeah, basically. But that
Hey,
actually
I
wasn't
like
the
your
one.
firearms.
But,
Never thought I'd find someone with the same
so
taste.
I did get
What
the
you got in
banana.
your trash
But
can?
yeah, so I do think
Ion
like,
turret,
honestly, it's like
photon
those people are the
reaction
ones.
chain gun,
But you can see how like, are we on the same page, by the way?
The battle starts
That,
in
like,
5,
This is definitely,
4, 3,
this is
2,
bad. for
1.
fucking everything. It's
All you need
bad
to do
for
is
fucking
capture the
everybody,
mission area.
And it's
Got it?
being, it's being orchestrated.
The
by
Vishanti
a
sent me
clown.
to the Ancient One. It was my destiny.
You're welcome.
Should be, should
I am strengthened for battle.
Of us.
It's not even bad for everyone. And so anyway, racism is gonna go to stratosphere. Yeah, I know. But that's really the way.
Oh, I'm fine, don't mind me.
Down to 30 seconds. Final 10 seconds. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
This is real firepower!
Hands are shaking again. Focus.
And thanks suicidal empathy people for
I'm opening a portal.
Fire!
for everyone else. Yeah, I know, man. Absolutely. And it's not. There's some-
The current score
people
is
like this complain
3,
about me all the
2,
time on Twitter.
3.
Yeah,
Time to switch things up,
But the fact
including
is that,
which side
I
you're
actually
on.
think that a lot of people, really appreciate what I'm
Open
saying.
your eyes.
And I think that
Reality
actually
is
it's
but
the
an
vast
illusion.
majority
The right heroes
that
could make
appreciates
all the
what I'm
difference.
saying, and they appreciate the fact that I'm talking about it in this way because they're like, thank fucking God, I'm sick of hearing a Klan rally or some like Black Panther speech or some other fucking racial undertone or some, oh, let's make platitudes and never say anything that matters. I think people are sick of hearing that shit. They're sick of it.
Round 4.
Is not to be
Go!
owned,
It's annoying.
but to be felt, experienced.
I feel that's the thing, right? Is I don't talk about it like that. I talk about it in a way that I think is honest, direct, and fair. And I wish more
They'll
people
be coming
would
in
do the
30
same,
seconds.
But I
Stay strong.
understand why they don't. I do. I understand why a lot of people are afraid to talk about it. They don't want to get
It's
into
no
it the way
shooter
that I
like
do.
me, buddy.
And the main reason why, I'll tell you the
figured
reason
I'd have
why,
something in
it's
common
because
with
if
a
you
talking
talk
red
about this in the wrong way, people take it in that way and they call you a racist. Now, the problem for me is that I've already been called a racist.
The battle starts in 5,
So that's
4,
already, that's
3,
out the window.
2,
Like, the whole idea
1.
of me not being a racist, like that.
You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
They're scared of being canceled. Yeah, exactly.
I don't think I could
For me,
handle the
like,
pressure of
I've
doing
had
yours.
so many of these.
Hostiles up front!
Hundreds.
Bogey here!
Good medicine.
Doesn't matter. But yeah, I think
Nobody can stand up against them. I am strengthened for
Down to 30 seconds.
And she used it in the wrong way.
their attack is almost exhausted.
You're welcome. Yeah, exactly. And right, you want to
This feels empty, yet somehow dangerous.
The final 10 seconds. Check up behind you.
Yeah, I guess so, right? It's interesting.
Final
to see,
score,
this is-
3,
again,
2,
this-
3.
It's just it's so disappointing for me to see this shit. It really is two-tier justice system. How does somebody look at this and not think that? Really? How does somebody look at this and not immediately have this opinion? But yeah, there it is. DEI hire judge, cold-blooded murder. I don't know if she's DEI hire. That's just because she's black doesn't mean that too much. But yeah, that's the way I feel about it. I think you'd like Tim Pool's take on this. From what he saw cover, he defended his self-defense. I have no stance on it. Be an interesting counter view. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't really. I saw that he said that, but I don't know really why he said that or what the reason was. So yeah, I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, Pool called it self-defense. I mean, I don't know the details. I mean, from what my understanding was, like I read 2 of the accounts of it, and the accounts were a bit contradictory. And so, like, I feel like the self-defense thing kind of, like, the strength of the self-defense argument, I think gets very weakened when you contextualize it in the fact that he was in a place that he wasn't supposed to be in the first place, right? So it's like he's trespassing in another person's area, and like they want to remove him. That changes the dynamic for me, right? So yeah, should have never been there, exactly. And what about Kyle Rittenhouse? Oh, I'm a huge supporter of Kyle Rittenhouse. I think that, you know, I think he did nothing wrong. And so did the judge, by the way. Absolute W decision. Yeah, so that's what my opinion is. So yeah, Tim Pool changed his opinion about learning more, he said. That's okay. I mean, some people don't know everything right off the bat. And what is some reason for somebody... Anyway, let's move on, right? I've pretty much given my opinion on this. And I'll probably talk about it more as the information comes out. But I just really hope that you guys can see that, like, I think this is it's so, like, as somebody who grew up, like, I feel like in a lot of ways, and I think some of this is informed by naivete, right? Like, I was naive to the, you know, racial problems growing up. But as somebody who grew up in a place that really, I mean, at least personally, felt like way less racially divided, it's just really sad for me to see this. And I'm very opinionated about it because I grew up in such a multiracial neighborhood and culture. And so I have very strong opinions about it. Why you can't get a job?
Jesus Christ, that was like Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3.
So one of the only constants in the human experience is this. The only thing worse than jobs is no job. Being unemployed puts you in this weird desperation mode. All of a sudden you're panicking and checking job postings like it's a Twitter feed. You're digging through your closet to find a somewhat presentable outfit to wear on a Zoom call. And for weeks you spend your time visiting prison-lit office spaces or glitchy Zoom calls and talking to someone who has your entire future in their hands and they don't seem too visibly pleased with your existence. Every interview is like a first date, except it doesn't end with a chance of physical intimacy. It ends with a chance
You'll
of you
need
getting
a
job that you're
top-notch
eventually
team
gonna
to win
hate,
this
you're eventually
one.
gonna get fired from, and the cycle continues.
Be
every year.
wary.
Getting a
No
job
timeline
sucks.
exists
Sucks
where
life. So let me
Magneto
break down
I
exactly-
remember whenever I would try to look for a job, I never
Open
really
your
looked
eyes.
into it because I
Reality
never
is
really
but
wanted
an
a job.
illusion.
I remember when I would fill out a job application, I remember this very clearly, is that I was up in my room, this was during Cataclysm, and I filled out a job application on top of an old pizza box, and I put my availability that I couldn't go to work in the morning, and I couldn't work on the rain days.
Back together if it were
Yeah.
within my power.
I got something else going on.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I'm going to tell you the cold hard facts. I'm not just going to lie to you and say you're perfect for a job through some automated messaging that will put you in a database of 3,000 people to take from you in the filled position.
I have noticed the similarities, particularly when ensnared in their tentacles.
Well, it kind of
It is.
For a little bit, it's kind of fun. At first, you're just on like a mini vacation. You're playing
Yeah.
video games.
The battle starts in 5,
Yep.
4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Well, imagine if you never, like, see, if you're unemployed, that's one thing.
So it begins.
But what if you're just not? Because, like, being unemployed
Good medicine.
for a job. But, like, if you're not employed and you're looking for a job, I feel like the only real problem
You summoned 9.
They're right behind you.
At time of viewing.
Leave me, darkness. Good medicine.
probably sucks dick quite often.
Us against the world! I need assistance.
People are getting beat up.
Well, the worst part is that, like, a server gets beat up at a restaurant, and the restaurant fires the server. It's like, oh, you got beat up? Yeah, we can't have that
Nobody can stand
liability.
up
We're gonna
against a
fire you.
full-strength Scarlet Witch.
Time to be serving up smiles and still USFL. People quit their jobs in 2020.
I am strengthened for battle.
Current president.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
On the realm below.
Namor abused the will. He must focus on the battle. Disappear!
Because, like, outside of that, like, 'cause that's one of the things
I am
you
wounded.
can't make up. Wrong, yeah, exactly.
Good medicine.
Focus on the battle.
I purge the darkness.
This has led to a turf inflation.
Focus on the battle.
You cannot withstand my might. The doctor is
It's like
in.
there's a lot of reasons why somebody doesn't go to college. But I think that in general, they want to have somebody that goes to college
that
because
vehicle
it can
moving
apply a lot
again.
of other things like, you know,
Our enemies are
stability,
here.
life stability, etc. Which is like this.
By the eye of Agamotto!
You need to teach me this. Double KO!
Gargantos himself. My life was in peril. I'm
All calm. I need assistance. Turn around.
Everyone's disgusting.
good medicine.
Disappear!
Loki gone? Surely he'll be. Enemy in front. Armed and dangerous! Again! Again! Dark magic.
Perfect! Hex!
A bad thing, to be honest. No, it's not. So basically, here's how I see it. Is that you try, like, if there is an existing system that you are part of, and then you try to go outside of that system, no, it's not. I think that if an initiative goes outside of the scope of what it's then that It's like, yeah, you have bad judgment.
I am much better now.
I think like any time in any
I have
position,
unfinished
it's
business
people that
here.
are not willing to follow a system and work within the system.
Move.
Get that vehicle moving again!
To be part of the system and work within the system.
Keep your tentacles to yourself, Namor.
That's fine.
Keep
but,
your
like,
ugly
that's
friends
the
in
way
the
I
scene,
do it. Kind of like, here's a good example.
Only 60 seconds left.
Come into my chat and try to ask to do business with me. They're like, hey, I put a massive company in this application. And everybody in the chat
Have you summoned now, Namor? By the eye of Agamotto!
You're halfway. Keep going! Down to 30 seconds.
Yeah, nobody's gonna put up. No, I would never put up with that.
Hands are
Absolutely
shaking
not.
again. Our time
This
is
needs to be
short. Finish them! I'm opening a portal.
99 times out of 100. If you
A shortcut through space.
your system
The final 10 seconds.
have problems.
Keep fighting until we have a winner.
Again!
Tiresome and it's frustrating. No. Arrogant? It is. It's arrogant. Absolutely. I'm actually surprised how many people disagree.
Goodbye.
By the shades of the seraphim, I return.
The current score is
Anybody
1,
could logically
2,
see that a person
0.
who goes into a store and disrupts
Time
the
to
store
switch things up,
in order
including
to get
which
attention
side
for their
you're
resume
on.
could potentially be a
Open
problem
your
down the
eyes.
line
Reality
because they do
is
not
but an
respect
illusion.
existing
The
systems.
right heroes could make all the
If you
difference.
don't understand that, you are a retard.
4 years of experience for an entry-level position just to get a Zoom call. But how does one get to the interview stage of the job hunt? Well, wouldn't you like to know? But I'm doing an ad now. I'm doing an ad because I also have to eat food, and this is my job. So, here we go.
Looking to distract yourself from the never-ending torture that is job hunting? Well, let me introduce you to the most comprehensive vehicle combat game.
Round 2, go!
Sorcerer Supreme.
You're the war hero. War Thunder lets you command 2,500
this game.
planes, helicopters, and ships. All from 10 major nations, ranging from biplanes and armored cars of the 1920s.
They'll be coming in 30
fighter jets
seconds.
and main
Stay
battle tanks.
strong.
Throw that out the next time you're chatting around the water cooler. War Thunder has one of the most
Even the astral realms are torn apart by the time stream entanglement.
individual components. Engines, fuel tanks, weapons, crew, all susceptible to damage.
I like your optimism.
And different types of armor
I've
show
learned that,
behave
yes.
with their real-world counterparts. All brought to life by detailed graphics.
I got fucking destroyed in this game.
Available right now for free on PC, PlayStation, and
Yep.
Xbox.
The
But
battle
if you don't
starts in
like my
5,
subscription, new and
4,
returning players who have played
3,
free clubs get a massive
2,
bonus pack. This
1.
bonus pack has all kinds of goodies, like
You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
100,000 silver coins and 7 days of free giveaways. So go ahead and click on the link in the description. Exclusive bonus pack. If you are a community of over 7 million online players, epic PvP battles, and delve into the breathtaking war experience that is War Thunder.
Yep.
So you know how technology keeps advancing? You know how
Another fearsome foe.
experts warn that we should probably slow down a little bit? You think with all the godforsaken technology, things would be getting a little bit easier for the common man. Things would be getting a little bit better. Would you not think? Would you not think that'd be possible?
Well, they are getting easier.
I am strengthened for battle.
Absolutely. Yeah, you have better
This place is worth a good
technology,
look.
It's easier to find people. It's not even a question.
Another fearsome foe.
I'm
What am I? Invisible?
Here is an enemy to pursue.
This is real firepower!
Because every place that I've
Good medicine.
On your tail! Friends, gather around!
every place that
Out, dark magic.
Iron
By the eye of Agamotto! Don't let you. Of course you need help.
Break down some of the
Good medicine. Leave me darkness. The eye must...
That's like if everybody in Italy started their own company. That's a lot of
There's no way. Yeah, it's just like
So according to my
individual businesses.
compromise-
It's really
The Sorcerer
yeah.
Supreme lives once more.
I think you're over-exaggerating. People share the successes and achievements on LinkedIn. Yeah, but I don't see the reason. Like I don't know. I think it's
Here's
fucking
the spot
annoying.
to attack.
Every post that
You
I've
need
read
to
on
stop
there
that
has been
vehicle in
skillshare
its
posts,
tracks.
like weird.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
It's like
I am
the
strengthened.
posts I see on LinkedIn. You know what it reminds me a lot of? Is it's like how you know how like you act in a professional environment, like how fake you act in front of your visibility. Right?
Shields up!
It's like that.
Better stop that vehicle!
This is real firepower!
Help, friends! Goodbye. Be back in a
The Sorcerer Supreme returns.
Here's how you shoot!
trying to get a job on
I'm opening a portal.
fight against every other person. Captivated with all the terrible
A
jobs.
shortcut through space.
The people who post on Instagram are not jobs. They're all
Fucking see?
This place sucks. Good luck.
Exactly. Yesterday I was walking to an interview. There was a starving dog on the road. I stopped to feed him and I missed the interview. The next day I got a call.
Here is an
asking
enemy
if I
to
went
pursue.
to the interview.
Ancient
I was
powers.
surprised, but I
They
went.
speak to
When
me.
the interviewer came in, he was the
You
dog.
stopped them in their tracks!
Yes.
I am
It's fucking exactly.
Goodbye. Wherever they are.
The mystic arts won't fail
This
me
means
again.
that she probably has a job that will be considered
Final score. 1, 2, 2.
essential. She has a non-essential
Well,
job.
you can't expect them all.
you can tell these people all suck because their jobs mean nothing.
Yeah.
The titles are different stuff. This is one of the
Yeah.
Notice that your HR people sit around and do nothing and earn big bucks. No one said that to you.
Yeah.
Who the f would say that to you? Without thinking, I've blurted out, we carry the emotional labor of all of us.
See, I told you.
What value would you put
Yeah.
on that?
Uh-huh.
Winky, oh my god, shut the f up. What would you have said? Hashtag human resources, hashtag HR community. No one cares about HR people. You guys
No.
suck. No one has ever left an HR meeting and thought, man, those guys should be getting paid more for that bullshit work. that
The
they're
funny thing about HR is that everybody says that HR is used by woke people to suppress normal people, but then woke people hate HR because they say that HR is being used by normal people to suppress woke people.
You'll need a
Basically,
top-notch
everybody
team
hates
to
it.
win this one.
It's crazy.
Open your eyes.
Be wary. No timeline exists where Magneto
And by the way,
yields.
both of them are true. Both of them are right because both of them are just trying to protect the company. They're not trying to protect you.
in my whole career. But also, no one's believing that. If they do this scoop, Jay, whose job title is I help optimize their PR and marketing and whatever.
Okay.
It's all bullshit. Abraham Lincoln was a thought leader and content creator.
No.
Here's last today.
Our past was mired in loss and grief, but the future belongs to mutant kind.
Welcome to the Dark Force.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
He made some content, all right. Yeah.
Actively sharing his ideas on social
Hey, I saw
media,
that
not
turret
only as
thing
means
you
of
do.
pursuing
How much you
political
want
office,
for
but
it?
also to build his
Not
legal
for
practice.
sale. What are you kidding?
guess.
Everything's for sale.
Maybe for other people, not
You're just
for me.
spouting nonsense, dude. You just you could have
Why
said
would you s-
Gandhi would have been
Yeah.
a social media person. Why'd you pick Abraham Lincoln? Then we have Peter, who's a proven SEO specialist.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No, what happened to the boss?
All you need to do is capture the mission
I
area.
have a secret.
Got it?
Most people are not even aware that this is
I think most of these people,
I can do
one
this
thing you
myself.
can tell with a lot of these
Bogies
jobs
incoming.
is that all
I feel like myself again.
Like the SEO specialist boosting, it's very hard to it's very hard to distinguish between natural growth and SEO-induced growth. It's PRs, like what is this, right? And it's like
Our enemy has been spotted.
like high value and everything. These are people that are generally not using what the business is there.
Much better. You cannot hurt me.
Us against the world!
This is the kind of body that
Feel like myself again. By the eye of Agamotto!
being on like in public, like why do you have to? Do we really have to talk about this at the job? Like, because it's not a problem, but
Rebirth is a mutant's greatest gift.
You know? So it wasn't funny. Yeah, like why don't you just not do this?
I'll patch you up.
You need not fear. Do not expect me to do that again. I'm I feel like myself again.
I'll patch you up.
Only 60 seconds left.
What the hell are those things named?
That's smart.
Look who's here.
You cannot hurt me.
I'll patch you up. Enemies on your tail.
They want it. So they
Let's get that vehicle to its destination.
yeah, of course. It's smart for the Exactly. Yeah.
Much better. No more subjects are tenacious. I'll give them that. A valiant
You're halfway there. Keep going.
by the eye of Agamotto!
This is real firepower!
I seem to be unprotected. I'm hulking.
Us against the world.
Some sort of squid? Once Dracula's down, this war is over.
Almost there. Don't turn that now. Get ready. Here come the bad guys.
before they even start talking.
What?
Possess strong attention to detail, but whatever, that's just the shit they say on everyone. Extensive
course.
knowledge of the Adobe Creative Cloud, so that's like 3 years of knowledge you have to have going into this. Utilize Outlook, Monday, Sony CI, and proprietary asset systems to manage project scheduling and archival. So
Oh
you
my
want to
God.
know anything
Safe
about
squirrel,
Adobe,
stick
that's
with
not good
me.
enough. We need you to know all this shit too. Ability to work with both Mac and PC. I'm out. I can't use Macs for the life of me.
Yeah,
Big
I'd
PC
never use a
guy.
Mac.
Consistent willingness to go above and beyond for project deliverables.
That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way!
By the eye of Agamotto!
This is real firepower! Man, I gotta make another
I expected better from you, sir.
Is it that bad?
Much better.
Yeah.
The current score is 3, 2, 0.
Interviews are no
Time
longer
to
about
switch
how
things up,
handshake is or how
including
presented
which
you are
side
currently.
you're on.
Well, it is 20% that. You can't just like puke on your clip-on tie and then just pretend like nothing
Be
happened. The other
worried.
80%
No
is jumping through
timeline
thousands of
exists where
pointless hoops to
Magneto
let your future
yields.
employer
The
know that
right
you
heroes
have
could make
respect
all
and
the
not
difference.
easily manipulated. I mean, speaking
Jesus.
from experience and my friend's experience, nowadays every time you do an interview, you have to do homework. They give you homework like you're a third grader. The industry calls these job interview assignments, but I like to call them.
Have you guys ever had this? I've never heard of this. I had to do this one time for a job interview, and I read through and researched everything, and then I went to
Round
this
2, go!
and they didn't ask me a single question that was
No
on
matter
it.
the
They asked me a bunch
price.
of questions from like another. I asked them. I was like halfway through because I got every single one wrong. And I was
They'll be
like,
coming in
are
30
you sure
seconds.
that you
Stay
sent me
strong."
the right one? Because none of this was on there.
Hey, I like your
Like,
firearms.
what is this? Did you get
Never
the
thought
job?
I'd find
I
someone
didn't.
with
I
the
did
same
not get the
taste on
job,
this
but it was the
backward
day
plan.
that
Yeah.
Mr. Pandaria
What do you
came out that I had this
trust?
interview. So
Let's
I was
see.
actually happy that I
Ion
didn't get
turret,
the job because that way I could just play the
chain
expansion
gun,
the whole time.
mini black hole.
Well, I remember this very clearly. It was with the web hosting company.
The battle starts in 5,
Huge fucking waste
4,
of time.
3,
Yep.
2, 1.
I'm
You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Keep your tentacles to yourself, Namor.
I feel like myself again.
I'm Hulk! Maximum pulse!
Keep your tentacles to yourself, Namor.
I don't even believe this. I keep failing the Walmart
I
assessment
feel like
test.
myself
Walmart
again.
assessment test 2024. How to pass the assessment test. 3 years ago.
I'm Hulk!
Wait, if it's 2024, then why did it get up? This guy just changed the title of the video.
Now my shot's
No way!
They got behind you.
Here they are now.
Select.
You're serving a customer at the store when your colleague interrupts because another customer is on the phone wanting to speak with you.
Exactly as I expected.
Effective responses to this situation. Shouldn't they just tell you this?
As you can see, right
I feel like myself again.
select the best candidate for the job.
Oh my
When
god!
you answer the question, listen, you need to have in mind the character you'd like to get from this game.
No wonder kids like talking this. Holy shit! Can you imagine having to deal with this shit? Yeah, I know it makes sense.
The moon!
I'll sketch the world!
Magneto! Fatal attraction.
Heads up. Here's how you
Oh my god!
If you go to Reddit, there are thousands of stories of people doing these coding projects, and then the company just ghosts them.
Down to 30 seconds!
Now that's a good one. That's a really good one.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks!
It's what is going on? Like, what are we supposed to do anymore? What are you supposed to do to get a job without getting this?
Good medicine.
Better stop that vehicle!
This is what we're going back to. We're going back to this trial. It's happening as at this very
Some uninvited guests.
I purge the darkness.
I am Groot!
Things would get better for everyone. If we all just stopped working, things would get better for everybody in America.
He stopped them in their tracks!
I purge the darkness. Good medicine.
I don't even know what to say.
The only squid I want is an
Here is
appetizer!
an enemy to pursue.
Coast is clear. Squids, at least.
So, this is just a situation. Like, I don't know.
Leave me, darkness.
If only we knew how bad things would work. Yeah, this
Enemy in front of us.
this is just a 1,000 character Japanese university.
You heard me coming, didn't you?
36,000. What the fuck?
The
Only
mystic
60
arts
seconds
won't
left.
fail me
1,000
again.
character.
Get ready to lock in.
Oh my god. You should do a job application stream.
The moon haunts you.
To have a job, so like there was never a job that I actually really wanted.
I'm
Actually,
opening a
I wanted to
portal.
work at
Better
the
stop
IRS.
that vehicle!
I liked working there, but other than that, I never filled out a job application that I wanted to get called out.
A shortcut through space. By the eye of Agamotto.
Like I never wanted to have a job.
Sketch the world!
Or how can I take their money? How do I put their money in my pocket?
I purge the darkness. Good medicine.
Here we go.
The moon haunts you. Don't drown in the darkness. Out, dark magic.
Only 60 seconds left!
The Sorcerer Supreme returns.
That. What's causing the issue, and how does Xbox turn it around?
One of the reasons why the video game industry isn't growing is because there
Down to 30
was a
seconds.
massive boom in video games and COVID, and as the world
Stay
isn't
strong, they
locked
can't keep this
inside
up
all the
forever.
time, even growth, like if you're growing 10% every year, but you have a 50% growth that falls off, it's gonna look like you're not growing.
Yeah, you know,
Man, I gotta make another
More tentacles than
Final
Gargantuan.
10 seconds. Better stop that vehicle. It's now or never. Stop them. We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
We have 3 big
I purge the darkness. I am
Us against the world.
So yeah,
powers overmaster. I purge the darkness.
Final score.
At the same
3,
time
2,
that the
2.
cost associated with making these beautiful AAA blockbuster games.
Another epic victory. Big win.
because like maybe that's really where the issue is. And this is the problem, right? It's like you're blaming the audience, you're blaming the market. Maybe it's your process. Maybe the process is fundamentally flawed.
It takes to make them is different.
It is, yeah.
And
then stop making
so much
them
of
that
our
way.
focus as
Stop doing it that
Xbox
way.
is about how we do things to help the industry all up.
Except for
while also ensuring
Tango
that our brand
Studio,
and
because,
everything that we do
you know,
is there for people to transition.
Related to some of the trends you're identifying.
I'm not really sure what that. Well, I don't know what she just said, but yeah, I'm not sure. But okay.
You know, earlier this week, Xbox announced the shuttering of 4 game studios. I know you're not the studio chief, but how should gamers understand that move and also Microsoft's commitment to developing innovative
Here, I'll give the real answer. Gamers shouldn't give a fuck about it because it's gonna make up the difference. It's not your job to care about the studios. Just buy the games and you're doing all fine with that. It's that simple. No gamer really gives a shit about this in the first place. That's the real answer. You can't say that on,
Pick your
on
hero
TV,
or
but
villain.
that's
I'm
the
not
answer.
judging.
Yeah, you know, it's
Yeah.
always extraordinarily
Be wary.
hard.
No
when it comes to things
timeline
like that.
exists where Magneto yields.
You know, I'll go back to what I was saying about the industry, and when we looked at those fundamental trends, we feel a deep responsibility to ensure that the games we make, the devices we build, the services that we offer are there through moments, even when the industry isn't.
I will never allow Krakoa to suffer the same fate as Ganoshi.
Yeah, she's saying they didn't make enough money.
30 seconds
I
before
think
you
that's what
attack.
she's saying.
Get ready.
That's basically it. She's saying like
guys
even
are
when
the
she's like,
coolest.
well, we
I
want
always
them to
thought
be
so.
successful even
Now let's
whenever
kick
the
some butt,
industry
shall
isn't
we?
growing.
You're pretty
And
cool
the implication
yourself.
is that they were
Being
not.
able to understand animals.
That's what I think she's saying.
I wish I could do that. Yeah, all you have to do is listen. They really do.
Of that,
Anybody like you?
Yeah.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Exactly. Yeah, they were losing.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
They were losing money on the studio.
I swear, if this outfit gets ruined,
but
there will be hell
With
to
that said,
pay.
our commitment to having our own studios and working with partners for games large and
This is a
small.
nice spot.
You know, we're a platform where you can play GTA, you can play Power
Wait from that on, he starts to hover.
Brixton's mission area is yours to capture now.
Bethesda
Us against the world.
Where it's like, she can't say, well, they weren't making something, so we got rid of them. They're not making
I feel like myself again.
Control
what
C.
was the game that they were like still central was that people were that high-fi rush people were making. The Evil Within, something like that. Yeah, Evil Within 3. They didn't do that. What happens?
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
She could have touched more emotion more. It doesn't
Look
matter.
who's here.
Like, I don't think you should have touched more emotion because the problem is that if you use more emotion, then people are going to say they were cross-eyed.
You get a weapon. You get a weapon. You get a weapon.
Trying to make you feel sorry.
I feel like myself again. You shall not be
Listen,
Namor.
if
Fury's
you've
almost
got to make
yours.
a cake and your ingredients are nails, cat shit, and paint, well, you're probably not going to make a cake, are you? It doesn't matter how good of a baker you are.
simply repulsive.
And that's what happened here.
Fragile.
Is that most of Xbox gamers and to employees is that one of the Shuttered studios in particular just created a hit game, did really well on Game Pass and in terms of engagement and won
Hi-Fi
some
Rush,
awards.
that's what she's talking about.
Shouldn't succeeding in that way ensure the future of a studio?
I mean, this is exactly
For so long, I fought for mutant Kai's future. Our time has finally arrived.
I mean, I love seeing
Behold
questions
my
that really,
magnetic mastery.
So often, okay?
you know, they're getting in there. Yeah, exactly.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Hang on, cool stuff takes time.
Oh, hi, Miss Frost. I just wanted to tell you that Tippy Toe is a huge fan.
Your rodent is a fan. How unexpected.
There's no one size.
She says she likes the way
So
you
what she's saying
sparkle.
is that their version of
And I
success
can see why.
probably was not Microsoft.
The battle starts in 5, 4,
She's saying that
3,
it might have looked like it
2,
was successful, but
1.
behind the scenes and like
All you need to
on
do
the
is
balance
capture the
sheet,
mission
it
area.
wasn't successful.
Got
I
it?
think that's what she's saying. Like, obviously,
feels like
you know,
an
I could
Avengers
be
game.
wrong. Hey, I could be
Does that
wrong.
mean I've made it
but
to the big league?
that's what it sounds like to me. I feel like this is actually a pretty good angle.
Ah,
Like, in
here
terms
they are
of
now.
being revealing.
Let's secure this
Yeah,
location.
that's what she's saying.
Looks like the mission area is now.
Us against the world.
Here, Magneto!
I'll pack you up.
Help that guy.
I feel like this is the closest thing to name. Like, realistically, from like a corporate perspective, this is the most direct answer that we could possibly get. Just getting on it.
They captured the mission area.
You get a weapon. You get a weapon. You get a weapon.
I don't know. I bet they
I
released
shall not
Hi-Fi
be
Rush,
removed so
and they didn't
easily.
make enough money to sustain themselves for the development of the next game. And the expectation, like Microsoft was like, all right, if you want to do this, we're going to let you do this. And they did it, and it didn't succeed at the level that it needed to keep the studio sustainable. It never did. And so Microsoft that's why it happened, because that's what makes the most sense to me. Like, Game Pass, well, it's all Game Pass. It's not all about Game Pass. So you need to think about this, like, I
feel like myself again.
Probably has 50 different analytics that are being used on Game Pass to judge whether somebody is or whether a user is
Us against the world.
Right? Individual user like data points is probably 50, maybe 100 more, right? Seriously. So like the amount of people that are playing Hi-Fi Rush, they know what that number is. They know
I
what
shall
that
not
number
be
is
removed
at any
so
given
easily.
time. They know what that number was. They know what that number was projected to be. They know where that number is going to be. They know they have a decent understanding of how many conversions and purchases of Game Pass was created by that number. Here, let me go ahead and
Those are bad guys.
So, this is just an example.
Our enemy has been spotted.
Pieces of yours disgust.
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Okay, so you go on their website and they are tracking your IP address of you deciding to sign up for based off of this website address.
Rebirth
And so
is a
every single
mutant's
online
greatest
retailer
gift.
does this. And they do it, like, I think I showed a picture of this recently. I guess it must have been deleted, but this is extremely common. So what they're doing is they're tracking basically like a flowchart of actions. And so the amount of actions that result in the purchase of Ubisoft Plus are then amortized over the lifetime
You
value
are under my
of
protection.
Ubisoft Plus customers.
I feel like myself again.
Value that game was providing.
You get a weapon! You get a weapon! You get a weapon!
Because would you do this? Hey, if you were running this company, would you do that? I would do that. Of course. You would need to do this. It's common sense. So of course they're fucking doing this.
You captured more than half of the mission area.
Of course.
Keep going.
So whenever they say, if you say it's on Game Pass, you don't understand what that means. They have the data for this. That's all I'm saying.
Us against the world.
Magneto!
Double KO. That's 3. The area's almost yours.
Hey,
You're doing better than they
Well,
are.
that's actually not because of Activision. That's actually because Activision Blizzard King and King of
You'll have to keep ready until we have winners.
How quaint.
obviously you got parts of Blizzard and then Call of Duty Mobile, but it's really King that's making
I saw one of these on a picture. You cannot hurt me.
We got the drop on you.
Our enemy has been spotted.
I'll patch you up.
Disappear. You belong to me.
So Facebook the primary reason is because those users are now going to use his product so he can continue growing his company. He's planting a seed to harvest the fruit.
Another epic victory! Big win!
And half of those actually play on mobile and they play on a mobile device. But there isn't actually a gaming platform store experience that is centered around players and goes truly across the device, where who you are, your library, your identity, your rewards.
Roblox, opinion discarded. Opinion completely dismantled and destroyed. Roblox. Like, no.
Travels with you versus
Steam.
being locked
Yeah.
to a single ecosystem. And we recognize that opportunity for a long
Xbox ecosystem is locked to Xbox. Like, it's not like you can play PlayStation games on Xbox. I think Steam is the closest thing to that, not Xbox. To be fair, I think that Steam is actually, Xbox is more
Pick your hero
and
or
more
villain. I'm not
consumer-friendly
judging.
than Sony is right now. And I don't even think
No
it's close, by the way.
timeline exists where
And it's like,
Magneto
it's
yields.
always really funny that like we talk about this, right? Because it's like, oh, so which one's worse, Sony or Microsoft? And meanwhile, Nintendo's just like, you know, that's it. Because Nintendo's worse than both of them by a mile. But we don't ever talk about that.
time, but we wanted to make sure that anything we built was really grounded in people who play those mobile native games.
Be wary. No timeline exists where Magneto yields.
Was important to us. But we are that now.
Yeah, and so that's
30
again,
seconds before you
Activision
attack.
tools
Get ready.
came to a greater
Sure.
extent. I think
But
that the
sometimes
reason
we
why she's
take
not
stuff
talking about
other
it
people are guarding.
is because it could seem like they're transitioning to mobile-focused games, and it could make them seem less serious in the eyes of more consumer-focused and like more gamer-focused markets. I think that's
She
why.
says she likes the way you sparkle.
I don't know in this case.
and I can see why. The battle starts in 5,
And
4,
in July,
3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
By bringing our own first-party
So there are two
Why
dudes,
does
huh?
this happen? Why
Sounds
are
like
they making their own
overpopulation.
So if you look right
Relay
here,
deployed!
you'll see
It ain't
that
cheap!
Google
I'm
Play
causing
Store
bad guys!
takes a 30% share of app revenue.
Let's
So,
claim this place in
based
the
off
name of
this number,
I found one of them.
You're welcome!
makes me believe
that helps.
This is a nice spot!
Microsoft.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
My good deed for the day. Love battlefield medicine.
So yeah, they isolate themselves for 30%.
So hot.
No, they're not going to isolate.
I'll patch you up.
Also going to offer
The
it on
mission
Google
area
Play Store,
is yours.
And then, like slowly over time.
Done.
Because
Wait,
I'm
what's
gonna be
next?
honest here,
Do we
I
even
really
have a
don't
plan?
Like how the Google Play Store and the Apple Play Store for like whatever it is that Apple
Don't
Store.
punch you, I'm
for
sorry I
apps,
trashed
I
your
don't like
stuff.
how they have a dual monopoly on all smartphone apps. I think it's very consumer friendly, and I'm actually glad Microsoft is doing something about it. I think the more competitors in the space, the better. I wish
I'll
there were
patch you
more
up.
competitors in the gaming space besides Steam. But the truth is that no company besides Steam has,
I appreciate you.
none of them have proven themselves worthy of it. Epic Games is it's all right.
You're ready for action!
Little games, yeah, they're right. I guess they have
Leave the fucking house shoot!
Say
goodnight.
Minecraft.
Yeah, King.
Don't pick a
And then
fight
we're going
with
to extend
vengeance
that capability
personified.
to partners
Hero work.
so that they can also take advantage of it. And
Armor
You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
We're going to start with that. And we're doing that really allows us to
By the way, this is a very smart decision for Microsoft to make, and I think this is a good idea.
You're ready for action!
have the experience across all devices.
I think that they can pull it off.
No matter what.
I think so.
I appreciate you.
I'm bright like a star!
My friends are here!
You're welcome!
Get ready. Here come the bad guys. Mary's yours! Disappear!
Yeah, a little help, maybe? You're ready for action!
Come on, time!
My good deed for the day.
Maximum pulp! It's clobbering time!
Any particular reason for Mario's? How is it?
I think cloud gaming is going to be the future. I do. I think so. Everybody's joking around about it, but I think that it will happen. Google Stadia was just too early. I think in South America.
Count on me. I got a plan.
You know, cloud gaming, for those that don't know, I don't know if everyone here in the audience is familiar with it, is just the ability to play a game natively from the cloud. So you don't need to actually
30 seconds
have
before you
a
attack.
piece of hardware
Get
in your
ready.
home, and you can experience something that's
The
AAA
worst part about white
Xbox
costumes?
gaming
The blood
on any
stains.
device.
Am I right?
Regardless
I wouldn't
of
know.
the
I
local
don't fight to hurt
compute that you
people.
have.
It's hard to
I fight to
explain.
heal them.
And we
Well, when I'm
have been
done
invested
here,
in that for
you'll have
some
plenty of
time.
folks to
We
heal.
believe
Trust me.
opening up
Something tells me I should
beautiful,
start with you.
immersive
The battle
experiences
starts in 5, 4,
is important for
3,
industry growth,
2,
for,
1.
developers, and we know people want to
All you
play.
need to do is
It's
capture the
also
mission
because
area.
This
Got
unlocks
it?
a new audience for them. Like for example,
Hydra made a
South
bargain
America,
with an
China.
ancient
China's
evil.
mainly mobile. South America is a lot mobile too. But like in many places in the world that aren't like developed Western countries, there is a much lower rate of people that have like good
Don't mind me. I'm just dying. Back from the brink, baby.
then they're going to be able to actually sell these games that
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Leave them to Khonshu. You're welcome.
More demand.
The raccoon is gonna be so mad about it. This is real firepower. This is real firepower. You're ready for action. Team play. That's me. You're welcome.
Totally still alive.
based on like how fast you have to react to things.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
Fighting games now with like instant rollback. But I don't know. Like, I'm not sure.
Things are gonna
Okay.
be different
But
this
I know
time.
games like Honkai Star Rail, you can do it for sure. Games like Age of Empires, you
Any
can probably
kind-hearted
do it.
friend to heal?
There's a lot of games that you can do it with pretty easily, maybe in 10 years. Yeah, but cloud gaming is something that will happen.
You're welcome.
You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
My good deed for the day. I'll patch you up. Don't mind me. I'm just dying. Oh, that was too close.
Disappear!
You belong to me!
Maximum pulse!
We are really encouraged by the reception of our
The
game.
area's almost
One
yours.
thing that
Control
I think
lost.
it's important to note is
Ah,
Xbox
you ain't got rid of me yet.
platforms for a long time. Minecraft is available pretty much universally. You know, the teams at Bethesda had games on
You're
other
ready for
platforms. So it's a decision
This is a
to make
nice
on a
spot.
game-by-game basis.
Spider.
Ooh, I catch a feeling.
Forward and continue.
I'm also a big
My friends are here!
You're welcome.
as well as console. Like for example,
My good deed for the day. Like a star.
Co-op time!
that was so great. That's why I said that Microsoft was way to
Control C!
big publisher more so than Sony.
Another senseless battle over. Hooray!
At the same time,
Tippy toes, look who I found!
Don't mind me. I'm just dying. You're ready for action.
I appreciate you.
This is real firepower.
So like, what's this big reason for trying to force people to buy a console that they're losing money? I don't know.
I'll patch you up.
Amazing Spider-Man!
Control lost.
Starfield Divisors.
I appreciate you.
The worry that I see is how
All your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
all up, but
Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
has really been on engineering and building that next
Just who I was looking
hardware
for.
experience. It's really interesting.
You're ready for
Okay,
action.
so they're saying they don't give a fuck about Xbox and they think that like, I think what she's saying, this is what I think. I think she's saying they don't give a fuck about Xbox and they know that it's...
Armor packs here.
By the eye of Agamotto! Maximum pulse!
They've almost got it.
Like, there are so many things that are converging at the same time.
Team play.
Watch your tail.
Are cannibalizing the audience of console players. Cloud gaming is getting better. And console is still...
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Entry-level gaming PC that in some
Area is
cases
under
can do,
control.
if not the same, if not more, than what the console is. Obviously, gaming PCs are still much more expensive at this time, but the price is going down. And I think that, yeah, I think they're totally right. It's only a matter of time. Yeah, it's only a matter of time. And you're seeing this too.
Another epic victory.
Big
Big win.
Nvidia cards and everything. But I think that what we're going to see more of, especially in the next 5 years, and even more so in the next 10 years, is dramatic price reduction in different tools and different resources that like computers need, like price reductions and like, because generally with a PC, most of your money goes into your graphics card and your processor. Everything else is like pretty cheap comparatively, right? And so as soon as they nail that down and they can make much cheaper products, then you're going to see gaming PCs directly cannibalize consoles. And I'm not saying that consoles are dead. I think that there's always going to be a place for consoles. But making that your business model, I think, is living on borrowed time.
I talked about this a little bit publicly.
You'll need a
months
top-notch
ago. I
team
talked
to
about
win
how
this
our
one.
focus is on
Be
delivering
wary.
the biggest
No
ever.
timeline exists
Yeah.
where
And
Magneto
it's about
yields.
really thinking through every aspect of what that hardware and what that experience delivers with the core gamer in mind. And
Yeah, I
that-
think what she's saying is that
Who are you
their-
calling
the
a
Xbox
raccoon,
is not
huh?
what it should be. And I think that she's right. Like, I think the PlayStation is better than the Xbox in pretty much all ways. And on top of that, the Xbox serves no purpose.
Round one.
Like, for example, in Nintendo Switch or Steam Deck, you can play on the go. For a Wii, you could get up and move your arms around. There's
30
no,
seconds
like,
before you
unique
attack.
value
Get ready.
that a Xbox provides.
Let us show these so-called heroes what mutant
but
kind
it's
is
also
truly capable
about
of.
the ability to be able to
We've done this
play all of
dance
the
so
games.
many
I mean, you have
times.
people who've been
It's
playing on
exhausting.
Xbox for decades.
I suppose you'd rather just buy a victory in
with us.
Wait.
And to be able to take
The
all
battle
of the
starts in
games
5,
with them,
4,
hardware.
3, 2, 1.
So what?
This sounds a lot
All you
like
need to
they're
do is
about to
capture
do
the mission
something
area.
about
Got it?
gaming. That word sounds like
Some uninvited guests.
the tablet gaming. Well, that would be the same thing.
You're welcome.
I suppose that
This is
helps.
a nice spot.
decisions I made when I came in and became president of Xbox was establish a team dedicated to future generations.
That's better.
Nintendo
You're welcome.
hire those people. Did somebody send this to Nintendo? Holy shit!
See, I'm flocking help. Is that what you? I'll patch you up. Needed that boost.
I'm investing in games. I get an incredible high-performance experience on my console, but also
Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
bring your games with them.
You're
wherever
ready
The
for
mighty
action.
Magneto, savior of humankind, strikes again.
and that I
Huzzah!
can enjoy with others. So our long-term commitment to
Team play. That's me. You did that with your weak human eyes?
What a great idea. Has anybody ever tried that before? Brilliant.
Another is a part of that.
Yeah.
Let's get that vehicle to its destination.
And then the last piece,
Pal Sam would love to meet your birthday.
You're
ready for Your powers are mine! This is real firepower!
I suppose that helps.
and the quality
You got a shield, Tandy. Tandy needs help. You're ready for action!
You're halfway there. Keep going.
Like, hopefully next year it'll be better.
You did that with your weak
hopefully
human
next year
eyes?
better, because like Halo Infinite was fucked, Redfall, like,
I'll patch you
I guess
up.
the only one
Armor
that was
patch
like
here.
Hi-Fi Rush,
Pay up.
that came out with like an Xbox like only game.
Almost there. Don't turn back
I
now.
know, like anything. Star Wars was bad.
I was fine. Thank you.
Forza, yeah, like,
You're ready for action!
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
I think that this should be fun. Like what you're saying, should be
It's spider time!
this year's probably
I must have.
You're welcome! Tandy needs help. My good deed for the day. Those guys are about to shoot. I'll patch you up.
besides that, yeah.
I suppose that helps.
Maximum pulse! The moon!
That's the world! That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way.
This is real firepower! Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
Mighty magnetos. Can someone exterminate these robotic pests?
You're ready for action.
Watch me so close! It's your big chance!
Very, very bad away.
Your powers are mine! You're welcome.
Much better.
And in a lot of cases, it will not replace your job, but it will make somebody else be able to do your job twice as fast.
Watch out!
Team play. Blow up a keyhole. I'll patch you up.
Again!
The current score is 3, 2, 0.
very seriously.
Time to
Been
switch
really,
things
really
up,
thoughtful about
including
the
which
games.
side you're on.
And as Xbox, there's
Who
something
are you
really
calling a
unique about
raccoon,
being a
huh?
gaming
The right
company
heroes could
that
make
is
all the
part
difference.
Of a major AI company. And so all of our focus within our team is about how we ensure that gaming AI is really crafted in a way that delivers unique and delightful experiences to players, and adds real value to developers.
I'm gonna be honest, if they had just made Starfield with AI, it probably would have been better than if they had released it. Like, they should just have
Round
that
two,
whole thing.
go!
It would've been funny.
I got a plan.
She's saying nothing. Well, what she's saying is like, so she can't really answer this question entirely. Culture around AI, there's like still a really big culture, especially inside of like the
They'll be
games
coming in 30
industry,
seconds.
that's like
Stay
super
strong.
anti-AI because they view it as cannibalistic towards their careers.
This is
which
a
they're
nice
right about.
spot.
So like she can't come out and say we're
I
going to be
don't
using
care.
AI for everything
No
because it's going to
mutant shall
massively help us do everything. But that's clearly what they're doing.
So you say. But
Everybody's going
even
to
a
do this.
living
Microsoft
island
is
will meet
special.
its
Every
end
company's going to.
eventually.
So there's three
The
things.
battle
that
starts in
for that.
5,
The
4,
first is around developer
3,
velocity.
2,
How do
1.
we give developers tools
You have to
to
stop them from securing the mission area.
realize their creation.
Like myself.
What Loki has begun in Asgard,
And also, frankly,
I
make it
will
easier
complete.
to remain
I
on
suppose that
in-depth
helps. Therefore, I destroy them.
Someone scratch my back. You're ready for action.
of gaming content options out there.
Well, this is already happening.
Break this
right?
off.
And it started happening, I would say, like 3 years ago. Because that's whenever a lot
Perhaps
of
I should
now,
be grateful.
like, started getting made, maybe 2 years ago. Or I'd say 3 to 4 years ago.
You're welcome.
But, like, she's absolutely right. Think about how much easier Unreal 5 is to make games. Like, to see
What are these weird keyholes? I'll patch you up.
I feel like myself again.
That leads very naturally to the next layer of
The
This is real.
Us against the world! Watch me soar!
Rockets launching again.
if you experience it. And then
Okay.
the last piece is around the actual experience in the game.
Yeah, the marketing probably could be better.
One of
About
Moon
that.
Knight's always, I presume.
Engagement. So like,
Don't mind me. I'm just dying. From the brink, baby. Those fingers don't grow on trees, you know.
Goal, goal. Oh,
keeping players
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks!
Xbox President Sarah Bond, thank you so much for your time.
Fantastic!
Yeah. I feel like this went about as good as it could have gone. I'm going to be totally honest. I don't think there's anything that she could have said. There's nothing that she could have done that would have made the questions about, for example,
You're ready for
the
action.
hi-fi rush
I'll get
studio
you
and
next
everything.
This
There's
is a
nothing
nice
that she could
spot.
have done that would have improved it. It's just like, there's no way. Yeah, there's no
You ain't got rid
I
of me
feel
yet.
like Microsoft is under like a really big microscope right now because obviously
You're
like,
ready
the
for
FTC,
I could
feel
be
like myself again.
You've got everybody hating on them right now.
Armed and dangerous! The moon haunts you!
What are these weird keyholes? You're welcome.
Has ever had ever. Let me think. What else besides that? They've invested millions of dollars. They buy OpenAI, and like everybody hates AI, but everybody also knows.
Anyone willing to help?
You're ready for action. Team play. That's me.
Like it's yeah.
That's much better.
Yeah, exactly.
Your powers are mine.
I think that they don't understand this video. I feel like in general this was a pretty good interview. Now that I've seen the
I'm
interview
blocking
myself,
hell.
Pick up your toys
I'm
and
actually kind of confused
You
on
stuck
why
them in their
people are so
tracks.
angry about this. Because I feel like, what do you guys think? I feel like she gave the most comprehensive answer that she could have
what a curious
for
place.
why they got rid of those companies. I really do. She said basically the metrics you see aren't the metrics we see, which is like really
Relay
what else could we
deployed.
say?
It ain't
yeah,
cheap.
Twitter's not good at understanding.
You're welcome.
Now I see them.
What's this?
I thought this went really well.
Sorry, you made this mess, Spectre.
Yeah, I think so too.
Fantastic! This is real firepower! Don't mind me. I'm just dying. Team play. That's me.
I think the company's
My shields up!
I think that's what would probably happen. That's the only way that I think it could happen.
Man, I gotta make another beacon.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the only
toy is out.
The moon haunts you! I feel like myself again. Behold the god of thunder!
Powers are mine!
not to put Call of Duty on.
Only
Game
60
Pass.
seconds left.
About
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
I don't think Hellblade, the Senua's Saga, is gonna make money. There's no way it's gonna make money. Like, think about Alan Wake had like 5 times more hype behind it.
Feeling fantastic.
This is a nice spot.
Better stop that vehicle.
There's no way Senua's Saga is gonna come out.
See, I'm flocking out. Those guys are about to shoot at us.
Making money off it,
That's
right?
what I needed.
No one cares? Yeah. No one cares.
You're welcome.
PlayStation is so hot. Game Pass.
You belong to me.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
The moon haunts you!
Now or never. Stop them. Shields up. Me saw.
You're welcome.
Is a lot of questions about
I could learn a few things from you,
Game
sir.
Pass model,
Need some help.
how games are
Water curing
allowed
is
to
quick.
perform there, and what it takes to consider
That's much better.
Must retreat.
You stop them in their tracks.
I suppose that helps.
frame of reference
Now
of
I'm
what
at spot.
Microsoft considers a success and what their plan is for
What am I?
Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
Behold the god of thunder!
Only 60 seconds left.
Those guys are about to shoot at us.
For like 40 years, 30 years. I'm sorry to say, but I think they know what the fuck they're doing. Let's be honest. The devs should get to know. I bet they probably do.
Mental domination.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it easy.
Down to 30 seconds.
Theory include Call of Duty.
Don't give them another
That
inch.
to give up
Or else. Better stop that vehicle.
You're ready for action. These keyhole things are dangerous.
The moon haunts you!
The current score is
I think
3, 2, 3.
able to sign up. What I don't understand is
Yeah, I feel like it's probably a better investment to get people into the Game Pass ecosystem.
Who are
than
you
have them
calling a
buy one
raccoon,
game.
huh?
Because
The right
there's always
heroes
gonna
could make
be
all
the
the
people
difference.
that are going to buy the game anyway. Like they're going to go and just go to the store. Oh, it's a new Call of Duty. I'm going to buy the game.
what the plan is for longer term subscriber growth of Game Pass. Because we know it has slowed just absolutely exponentially compared to the big surges that we saw during the pandemic.
I don't think that you can expect to have the Game Pass
Round 3,
continuously grow
go!
forever.
There's nothing I can't fix.
At a certain point, you're going to reach market saturation, where everybody that's going to buy Game Pass has already bought Game Pass or has chosen not to. Like you can't.
They'll be coming in
nothing
30
can just keep
seconds.
getting
Stay
bigger
strong.
infinitely.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
X value of Game Pass kept going up and up with all the stuff.
Yeah?
But at a certain
So I
point,
wonder if they're like
you've just
raccoon
reached
totems.
saturation.
Ha! My totem is a
And
gun.
There are
Also,
really
what's a
very
raccoon?
few wells left to dig into for more subscribers, and I don't think
The
Microsoft
battle
has
starts
come
in
out
5,
with
4,
a coherent
3,
argument
2,
for
1.
Game Pass to continue
You have to stop them from securing the mission area. Only 60 seconds left.
solely rely on Game Pass as its future. All those features on their data and
You're ready for action.
why that is
I think that what Xbox is planning on doing in the future is
That's me.
pass into a cloud gaming business model. And I think that that's why they talk a lot about South American audiences.
Okay, hold your order.
Down to 30 seconds.
Because they can't access a lot of the games because of the PC requirements.
You're ready for action. Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
We ought to wait for reinforcements?
The final 10 seconds.
The president of Xbox
Oh, I'm
said,
gonna get some
I think that's what
revenge.
their real plan is. Because that's the only thing that makes sense. And I think
You'll have
also,
to keep
like,
fighting until we have a winner.
I'll patch you up.
I was fine.
how fast it is transmitted
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
faster than what the average It's in
You're ready for action.
now we might not have the technology for it right now, but it's inevitable.
Relay deployed. This is real firepower. See, I'm flushing helpful. Next.
The moon haunts you!
Never. That's been true for anything.
The current score is
Only
3,
for bottlenecks or
2,
Chud
4.
gaming back, but it's improving fast. It is.
Time to
And
switch
I think
things
what's
up,
going to end up
including
happening
which
is that
side you're
that's
on.
why Microsoft is banking on this.
Who are you
I
calling a
know it's bad for
raccoon, huh?
players.
You'll need a
This is
top-notch
not-
team to win this
it's,
one.
Quote, player friendly, but obviously I think it is causing larger damage with the platform as a whole. And if your platform is damaged beyond repair, guess what? You don't really get to experience as many good games, or you see talented studios shut down,
Yeah.
like we're seeing already in layoffs. The Game Pass ecosystem is heavily limited by Xbox console sales.
Round
That is
4,
very clear
Sure.
because
But sometimes we
what
take
is
stuff
there
other
beyond
people are
Xbox
guarding.
console sales? There is PC, where games launch day and date on PC, and then Game Pass Ultimate, you can get the
Well, there's also Windows and
30
people
seconds
that are
before you
using
attack.
Windows.
Get ready.
Like, for example, you know how, like, Kick
Your
doesn't really make a lot of
ceremonial
money,
garb
but
is
Kick makes
truly
money
stunning.
through people that
A
are using
perfect look
Stake.
for this year's Hellfire Gala.
I
This is
did
the
not
same
travel
thing.
between dimensions to dance.
Is that
I
this
came to
brings
fight.
more people and keeps
Don't
them
worry.
inside
the
of the
Gala
Windows
always has
ecosystem.
plenty of chances
And it
for
keeps
both.
Microsoft, like, if I were to assume,
The battle
I bet
starts
like
in
95% of people
4,
use a Windows
3,
operating system.
2,
And
1.
every single different tool that
All you need
Microsoft
to do
has
is capture the
to
mission
keep
area.
that
Got
ecosystem
it?
prevents Mac OS, it prevents Linux, it prevents these other competing operating systems from even having a foothold. No, it's a lawsuit, yeah. Because you think about it,
Some
like,
unemployed
how many
spiders.
I'm attacked here.
people
Hey,
are using Xbox?
You're welcome.
It's like a fraction.
Day one Xbox games on PC. Even still, if you're getting
Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
that may or may not
I'll
be
patch you up.
Eight-legged tracking bombs. Fiendishly clever. Stop some spiders.
subscribe to Xbox Game Pass.
That's better.
Game Pass releases on PC.
If you could get Game Pass on Steam, like I'm subscribed to Game Pass
I'll
because
patch you
I'm a
up.
streamer and it doesn't matter, right? But if I was like a private individual, right, I was just a gamer, I would 100% subscribe to Game Pass if I knew Game Pass.
This is real firepower.
Game Pass's like tools and things to
I'll
change.
patch you up. Fire.
That's what happens when you pick a fight with protons.
Team play. That's me.
There's a relatively small pool of
More bad guys. Just what we need.
The moon haunts you!
I'll patch you up.
And I think also like a lot of gamers, there's like a general fatigue, like fatigue. Not everyone wants to have like 7 different launchers.
Someone scratch my
I
back.
feel that. I don't want to have 10 different launchers to play video games.
I'll patch you up.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
people who do not own consoles will want to subscribe to Xbox Game Pass.
Your powers are mine.
Much better.
It's party time! Watch me go!
My good deed for the day. You're ready for
The
action.
reason why they're doing it is because there are a lot of games that are made.
Enemies on approach.
Is that 2 for
and also
1?
there's PC.
Did I get both of them?
Like, how many of you guys are PC gamers
Final
and
score,
you have Game Pass?
5, 2, 4.
Like in the chat. Like you don't own an Xbox, but you just have a PC. Yeah.
Another epic victory!
Because it's a fuck no, I'm not retarded. Yeah, there you go. But there are some people that are, and then they haven't. Too many services, so not me. Yeah, I get it. Right? Too many subscriptions. True, very true. But a lot of people do have Game Pass, and there's a good reason for that. It's the best deal in gaming? Yeah, I would say it's probably one of the best deals for sure. I don't think that being able to play the games on the other devices is really... I don't think it's connected directly to cloud gaming yet. because there's a lot of games on Game Pass that you can play on a tablet with no problem. There's a lot of games you can play on a PC, obviously, with no problem, or even a phone.
Part of the market, as Microsoft itself said in its court cases where there were concerns about having a cloud streaming monopoly. But they're like, it's barely a part of the business. It's fine, it doesn't matter. But like that is something that they believe is going to be part of the future. But I have not seen the tech, evolve to a point where that feels necessary. But even conceptually, I don't.
So I can talk from like my experience. So we use a program that's called Parsec. And Parsec is basically a remote gameplay device where I'm playing a video game off of another computer. It's effectively cloud gaming. And I tried it out a number of times. Actually, you know what? Every single episode of Pixel Pitch that I do, every video game I play through Parsec. I actually don't have any of those games installed onto my PC personally. It's all through Parsec and through another PC. And I'm able to play those games and do them remotely with almost no issue at all. And this is, by the way, it's a PEC East W, right? The production for OTK is fucking insane. They figured all of this shit out for me. So yeah, everything that you guys see me play and do on the screen, there is input lag, right? But it's like so minimal that it's almost not even existent. It is insane. It's not useful for games though, but I'm talking about playing games. I'm talking about me playing video games. Like that's what I mean. Parsec is, yeah, it was very good. Microsoft is looking forward to this. They know the tech limitations are temporary, but they're setting up the infrastructure as well as molding the masses to accept it and have it in place. Exactly, yeah. I think that's what they're doing.
This makes a lot of sense because like the games you have on Xbox Game Pass, granted it's a wide range of games, but you're asking people to pay, what is it, 100, 140, 160, I don't even know what it is now. It's a lot for access to all of these games, the vast majority of which are like really traditional.
Well, this is a yearly thing, right? How much is Game Pass a month? Because I bet a lot of people probably just subscribe to Game Pass for like 2 months or 3 months. Like that's probably what they do.
Poor video games.
And the reason why I say that is because there's even